Another brutal loss for the Calgary Flames last night. I will not spend too much time talking about this. I talked about it yesterday. I mean, to me, Darryl Sutter, it falls a lot of this on his shoulders. I'm sorry. He's a great coach. I love Darryl Sutter to pieces. You guys know that. But when you ride guys like Brett Ritchie, like Trevor Lewis, like Milan Lucic, especially when they're way out of their prime and you try pretending like they're not and you ice a second line Lucic, this type of stuff is going to happen, man. I'm sorry. And yes, don't you worry. Jonathan Huberdeau is not escaping here. He is a lot to blame. $10.5 million, you got to put up more than that, man, especially when you're meant to replace a guy like Johnny Gaudreau. I know they have very different play styles, but you have to put up those points. You have to find a way to put up those points, even if it's in a different way. You got to get those points on the board there. But Luch way above his skis. Lewis way above his skis. Richie got some power play time a couple nights ago. And their ice times are way higher than they should be. I know Luch hit one off the bar, and I've been talking about it. He's playing the best maybe I've ever seen him as a Calgary Flame here. Best since his Boston days probably, but still, man, you're not going to be a competitive team if you have Lucic on your second line. Toffoli is doing what he was meant to do. He's scoring goals, but when he's not snapping the puck with a really nice release in the back of the net, he is a complete liability everywhere else on the ice. Zadorov makes some really good plays, but he also takes some really bad penalties there. I don't know, man. There's some players on this team that seem like they're really out of place, and that's worrisome to me. I think they're in big trouble because they have guys playing the big roles, right? They have the understudy playing the main role in a lot of these positions here, which to me, that's scary. I mean, if Luch is a second liner, I mean, I don't understand. I know there's guys who are cold. Mangiapane is fighting it right now. Dubé fighting it right now. That's another guy who I think above his skis. I think he's a third liner at best, right? But man, just fighting it. Lindholm is really fighting it. This is the guy who's supposed to be your number one center. And I'm seeing tweets about like, maybe the people who were saying that he was carried by Gaudreau are right. I don't know if I would go that far. I think Lindholm on his own is a very quality player, but he's fighting it right now. And I think the team's good, right? I think they have a good team, the Calgary Flames do. But I also think that when you're playing guys way out of their comfort zone, way out of where they should be, you're going to suffer for it. Like, you're not going to win games like that. And I mean, to me, it's even clearer now because Nazem Kadri, $7 million. Yes, he's supposed to be one of your best players. I don't think Nazem Kadri should be your best player in the best case scenario. I think that should be either Jonathan Huberdeau or Markstrom, right? Like, it should be one of those two guys. Lindholm as your best player makes a lot of sense. Kadri, right now, he's the best player on the Flames. He's playing great. And I put up a poll on my community tab yesterday asking who the best Flames player is right now. Majority of people said Nazem Kadri, rightfully so. But there needs to be, I think, one more solid forward addition. Whether it's Nylander out of Toronto, whether it's Patrick Kane, whether it's Timo Meier out of San Jose. Like, there's options out there to go out and fish for. Also, Mackenzie Weegar has been making a few plays. Like, if you guys watched the game against Nashville, did you see he threw that puck right in front of his own net, and he had time to make a play along the boards to break out, and he chucked it right in front of his own net. He's made a couple of plays like that where it's, whoa, Weegsy baby, what are you doing? Like, it's like, I mean, I love Weegar, and I really do, and I'm happy he signed long-term here, but it's a couple of eye-opening plays there where it's like, what was that? And a lot of Flames D-men have it. I know Tanev was hurt yesterday, but to me, that's not the main issue, right? I mean, you've got a guy like Michael Stone, who I know he's got a bomb, right? I know he got an absolute amazing slap shot, but that's all he's got. And if you put him on for the last minute of the game to try and get a game-tying goal, guys know, and the other team knows, this guy's only there for the big clap bomb. Take away the big clap bomb and you're good. Michael Stone, it's completely negated as far as number 26 is concerned. And Nashville knew that last night. The dude took 3 slap shots, telegraphed 5 seconds in advance that he was going to do it, all three just got completely blocked by Nashville, and he was just completely neutralized for that final 6-on-5 time with the Flames there. Like, that's what I mean. You need somebody more dynamic in that role, and Darryl is just playing guys above their pay grade here. I'm sorry, that's just what it is. And I know Shillington's away. I know Tanev is hurt, right? I know you're missing another really good offensive power guy on the top six, but you got to make it work. And there are options. Connor Zary and Matthew Phillips are lighting up the Wranglers in the AHL right now. You have options, Darryl. Apparently, he goes to every AHL game. He's got his own box. It's time, right? Treliving, I think also, he's been watching the Wranglers for sure. He's got to make a move here and say, hey, Matthew Phillips, you've got your chance. Let's see if you can create some more offense. Or Connor Zary, same type of deal there. Like, there's guys who can produce offensively here if you give them the chance. I'm telling you. So, hey, until we get a guy like Patrick Kane or Nylander or something, or Timo Meier, something like that, because I'm sure Brad Treliving, who loves to wheel and deal, is going to do something like that, you've got stopgap options who can really help. Go dig your hand in the fish barrel, whether it's Darryl or Brad Treliving or both. Go do it. I'm telling you right now. Go for a lunch at Boston Pizza, talk it over, get somebody up here. It's time, I'm telling you. Like, comment, subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.